Hello, I want you to think of this video as the very first Burn Your Easement challenge. And before we get there, just give me a couple of minutes to give you some background on why. So many of you will recognize some of this property, and maybe even me, from a video I posted on February 16th when Dominion Resources and Duke Energy sent surveyors out to my property to survey this piece of land to put in a 42-inch natural gas pipeline. Land that I own together with my dad and my wife. A place where we bought this land in 2013, and we began designing this. This is the Spruce Creek Resort and Market. This was a boutique resort we have been working on and planning for a few years, specifically to highlight the beauty of this natural environment. So that's what we wanted to do with our land, but now I'm going to show you what I received in the mail. This is an easement agreement from Dominion Resources, the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. And if you get in here to the pages, you see this piece. This is what that easement looks like. So let me put that in context for you. If you look at that big map of our resort, this right here is where that easement would go. It would basically wipe out all 7 of these tree houses we have designed and the entire spa along this beautiful river that we've got here we call the Spruce Creek, right? So their plan to take my land, although they say it's just 2 acres, absolutely eviscerates the project we want to build. They will cut every tree you see behind me for 125 feet wide. They will blast the rock, they will dig up the stream, they will level the ground, right, to put in this pipeline. And it's a permanent easement. They'll have it for the rest of my life and the life of my children and on, right? What happens if I don't sign it? Well, if I don't sign it, the federal government is going to give them the power, potentially, of eminent domain to come and take this land from us, to force us to allow them to blow it up, to cut all the trees, to put in this pipeline. And they're going to give us, they say that's legal because we're going to get something they call fair and just compensation. Well, let me show you what that looks like too. This right here, this is the letter that describes fair and just compensation. And in this case right here, you can see the offer for that is $13,180. That's fair and just compensation. To wreck this land, to cut down all these trees, to dig up these streams, to threaten our water, to ruin the dream that we had when we bought this property. $13,180. Do you know, over the next 20 years, by Dominion's own numbers, they will make $40,000 or more per acre on the land for this pipeline. So my land alone, this piece of property, will generate at least $1.6 million for Dominion over the next 20 years. And I'll get $13,180 against my will for the privilege. On top of that, I will actually pay for the cost of this land and the infrastructure because the ratepayers pay Dominion back for the cost of all their infrastructure projects. One more moment where we say enough is enough, right? Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not part of it. Here's the deal. This is the Burn Your Easement Challenge. This is what we're going to do with these easements that Dominion and the Atlantic Coast Pipeline have given us. We're going to crumple them up in a ball, we're going to put them on the ground, and we're going to light them on fire. So let me get my matches, and here's what I'm asking you to do. Dominion is out telling everybody that a vast majority of the people along this route support the pipeline, and they've signed their easements already. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. And so what I'm saying to the rest of you is, if you haven't signed your easement, take the Burn Your Easement Challenge. Go out, set it on fire, post it, show Dominion you're not going to take this. If you have signed an easement, but you did so under duress because you believed you didn't have a choice, or they bullied you, which they do for so many people, or they lied to you about the fact that if you didn't sign it, you'd never get anything, take it out. Burn it anyway. Let them know you're not going to take this, right? That's what we're doing here today. And here's what I say to you, Dominion and the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. You think you're going to get this land? Come and take it. we'll be ready for you.